What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So we have breaking news to talk about today. I want to talk about the ouster of Speaker McCarthy.
The yeas are 216. The nays are 210. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
And we're going to go into the details. I'm going to show you exactly how we got to this point. And we don't know exactly what's going to happen, what's going to transpire now. So we're just going to have to follow it for the next few days. But this is history breaking. I mean, we haven't seen anything like this before. I think the last time they tried to oust their speaker was in 1910. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. Okay, so the numbers are in, and it looks like Speaker McCarthy has been ousted as speaker. Now, this is one of those situations where he actually created this, because he allowed for just one person to motion to vacate, and that's what happened. We saw one person motion to vacate, and now we're in a situation where we do not have a speaker. And so obviously the Republicans are going to have to come together and try to figure out who the next speaker is going to be, but it's probably not going to be Speaker McCarthy. We don't know if Speaker McCarthy is going to challenge this and try to remain speaker, or I won't even say remain speaker, but he will try to run for speaker again. But if he ran for speaker again, all that's going to mean is he's going to have to offer even more concessions to the people who voted him out. And it's just not, I mean, he has no leverage. And I was saying this way back when the speaker was running, the 15 times he was running trying to become speaker, that he's offering too many concessions and now he has no wiggle room. He can't negotiate. And as a speaker, you need to be able to negotiate because you need to be able to get things done, and you're not going to get it done just with Republican support. You are going to need Democrats to come on board on occasion. And we just saw Democrats come on board when it came to averting the government shutdown. And so you need that. You need that to happen. And by Speaker McCarthy creating a bill that Democrats voted for, that's why you had some of these members in the Freedom Caucus say, no, we're not going for this. We need to get rid of the speaker. So let's go ahead. I want to look at exactly how this transpired. And this is information that I got from the Wall Street Journal. So they put out this little illustration here, which I think is a really good illustration. So all they needed was one person to motion to vacate, and that was Representative Gates. And so that's what he did. He motioned to vacate, and what they did is they had to vote first on a motion to table. And so immediately when he wanted to motion to vacate, then you had someone in support of Speaker McCarthy say, you know what, let's motion to table this. And by tabling this, what that would mean is they would just forget about it, basically put it on the table and never come back to it. But what happened is it didn't pass. It didn't pass. And so because it failed, that meant that you needed to go to the next step. And the next step that we were looking at was a motion to vacate. So they were going to vote for a motion to vacate. And that's what they just did. And they went ahead and passed the motion to vacate. And so that's why Speaker McCarthy is no longer the speaker. Now, like I said, what they need to do is they need to figure out, okay, who's going to run now? Because they don't really have anyone that is stepping up and saying, I want to run for speaker. And so now they're going to have to figure out who the next speaker is going to be. And this could go on for a very, very long time. But I would say that Speaker McCarthy is out. He's not going to be able to come back in. I just can't see them patching this up. And like I said, he's going to have to offer even more concessions, and that's just not going to work. Even with the concessions that have already been offered, if they keep those same concessions, then even the next speaker that comes in, they're not going to have any leverage. And so you're basically creating a situation where the speaker has no leverage. If the speaker has no leverage, then the House can't move forward with anything. They really can't. Because right now, The Senate's being run by Democrats. The president is a Democrat. In order to get anything done, it has to go through the Senate and it has to be signed off by the president, which means you need to negotiate with Democrats. And if you have some members in the House and the Freedom Caucus saying no negotiating with Democrats, if you negotiate with Democrats, we're going to oust you as speaker, then it's just not, there's no leverage. No one's going to want the job, basically. And so we're going to have to see what happens in the future. But this is really, really crazy because we haven't seen this before. And so Speaker McCarthy is no longer there. And we're just going to have to, I mean, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos for the next few days until they figure out what they're going to do. We don't even know how long this is going to last. Obviously, we're still talking about the whole government shutdown, the potential for a government shutdown in 45 days. And they're still going to need to come together and try to figure out a budget for 2024, or we're going to see a government shutdown. And so this is the last thing that we needed to see happen right now. But this is Speaker McCarthy. He created this. He created this by offering all these concessions. And so now we're looking at a situation where it's just more chaos in Congress, and we'll just have to figure out what's going to happen in the future. Just wanted to come on and give you guys a quick little update when it comes to Speaker McCarthy. He is no longer speaker, and so now we're going to have to see who the new speaker will be. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.